Did you ever scroll through 10 Airbnb listings and forget which one had the ocean view? You liked one, maybe two, then they blurred together. That's what inconsistency feels like. Or worse, anonymity. You weren't bad. You just weren't anyone. Hey, I'm Kay Walten, founder of Smart Pineapple. I help small hotels, vacation rentals, and unique stays get seen, get booked, and stay human in a world full of automation. This is Seen, Booked, Sane. Your short, sharp hit of strategy and cheeky truth. Plus one idea you can test before your next check-in. Here's what you'll get in the next 10 minutes. Real examples of how consistency fuels loyalty. A few stories of brands that blew it by blending in, and one simple check you can run on your property before the week's over. If you're juggling late arrivals, guest messages, and 12 open tabs before noon, this is for you. Because today, we're talking about the biggest marketing risk in hospitality, being forgettable. The real danger isn't inconsistency, it's anonymity. Consistency gets treated like a chore. Operators say, we'll fix our branding when the season slows down. But inconsistency doesn't kill momentum. Anonymity does. When every property calls itself a hidden gem or steps from the beach, nobody stands out. Guests scroll, skim, move on. The algorithm doesn't punish you. People do. Cornell University analyzed 30 million hotel reviews. Result? Brand consistency drives more repeat bookings than even location or chain reputation. Travelers would rather return to a place that feels like itself than one that's closer or cheaper. Let that sink in. 30 million reviews saying consistency beats convenience. Boutique on budget, or Bob Hotels in Tallahassee, built on one idea. Stay consistent everywhere. Design, amenities, service, voice. That clarity turned one small hotel into a national brand by 2025. Now, flip it. Hilton's Room for Your Dreams campaign. Gorgeous visuals, global reach, zero recall, hotel wallpaper, pretty, but invisible. If you've ever stood in a beige lobby, wondering what city you're in, you know the feeling. That's the cost of being forgettable. Forgettable brands don't just lose bookings, they lose forgiveness. When something goes wrong, loyal guests give memorable brands grace. Anonymous ones get deleted, and here's the irony. When your brand sounds like everyone else, AI starts thinking, you are everyone else. Feed sameness into the machine, and it spits sameness back. Cornell University says consistency beats location. Grenoble École de Management found that Airbnb listings with story-driven photos win more clicks. B&B hotels prove personality scales. And 81% of guests rebook when the experience matches the promise. That's not hype, that's math. Let that sink in. That's 8 out of 10 guests choosing trust over price. Even in crises, distinct brands recover faster. Guests remember who wronged them, not just what went wrong. Forgettable brands, easy to abandon, so that's the proof. But numbers only tell half the story. Let's talk about how memory actually works. Most brands don't vanish because guests ignore them. They vanish because owners edited out everything real. Polished away the quirks, the humor, the warmth, the parts that build memory. Humans don't remember averages. We remember peaks and endings, the smell of coffee at sunrise, the note on the pillow, the staff member who says, "Welcome back," even when you've only stayed once. That's nostalgia, and it's the most profitable emotion in travel. Oliver Koren calls it memory equity, emotional ROI. A guest once told me they still remember the handwritten note and the dinner our team at Loco Gringo left for them to reheat after a long delayed flight 15 years ago. They forgot the condo name but remembered the note. Proof that heartfelt still beats high-tech every single time. That's what consistency really means. Story alignment. It's creating a moment the brain refuses to file away. If you're a short-term rental host, here's your scroll test. If your photos and copy could belong to anyone, guests won't remember they belong to you. If you run a small hotel, here's your story check. Do your staff, socials, and signage speak the same language? And if you market a destination, here's your legacy check. Whole regions vanish into algorithmic sunsets when they forget what makes them local. Destinations that partner with storytellers and artists see higher repeat visitation than those leading with stats and sunsets. Hospitality isn't just showing the view, it's showing the point of view. Creativity versus consistency. Some operators swear consistency kills creativity. They're half right. Templates kill creativity. Consistency amplifies it. When your systems are steady, you can play. Surprise. Delight. Without confusing anyone, that's the sweet spot between art and order. Behavioral economists found deliberate delight. Small surprises, upgrades, notes, lift positive reviews by 20%. Take a moment to think about that. One handwritten note can outperform a discount. That's the business case for memory making. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. I love AI. It saves time and sanity. But automation isn't the enemy. Misuse is. AI should amplify your originality, not erase it. Use it to polish your story, not to sound like everyone else. Otherwise, you've automated your own invisibility. The goal isn't to replace your voice with AI. It's to train AI to sound unmistakably like you. That's how small brands win, not with more volume, but with a louder voice. That's the power and the peril of automation. But there's another cost that runs deeper. Let's talk about the human cost of being forgettable. Being forgettable doesn't just cost bookings, it costs resilience. Generic brands crumble faster in crisis because they lack emotional capital. No one defends a brand they don't remember. Memorable brands bounce back faster because guests believe the apology comes from someone real. And bland brands, they miss out on creative partnerships, local events, and collaborations because no one knows what they stand for. Consistency isn't a cage, it's a calling card. The cost of being forgettable isn't just lost revenue. It's losing the chance to mean something to anyone. Guests don't forget you because you were bad. They forget you because you weren't anyone. So keep your quirks, name your playlist. Write that welcome note. Be the scent, the story, the spark they talk about when they get home. That's emotional ROI. That's the memory economy of modern hospitality. Take a breath with that thought, because this isn't just theory. It's happening every day in your own guest feedback. I'd love to hear your proof. What's one tiny detail guests still mention months later? Share it in the comments on Substack or in the comment section where you listen to your podcasts. Each week, I'll feature one story because the best evidence of a memorable brand is the memories you leave behind. Next week, we'll move from being remembered to being referenced. And yes, we'll look at how AI can help you do it faster without losing your personality. Until then, stay seen, stay booked, and stay sane.